gentlemen, welcome to Dish Nation. Is a man who's definitely in demand right now. He has one of the hottest EPs on the street, and obviously the hottest record of the summer. Make some noise right now for Lil Nas X.
Yay!
What's going on, my man?
What's up? Everything is great. What's going on with you?
Yo, not as much as this going on with you. You smashed records that people have waited 26 years to smash. You released an EP that's being very well perceived. And the shock of it all, it wasn't like a bunch of remixes of Old Town Road. Like, you actually got legitimate bangers on there.
This is correct. Yes, thank you so much.
So, Lil Nas X, let's start from the beginning. To the untrained eye, you seemingly came out of nowhere. But Old Town Road wasn't your first foray into music. It wasn't the first thing you did. So where does it all start?
With music, it all started like last summer in June when I was like just putting music on like Twitter just for like people who follow me. And they were messing with it. So I kept going pretty much. And around like my 13th song, you know, I knew I needed something that was on like be special, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, set apart. So, you know, I took like country, hip hop, and like meme culture, you know, just put it all into one thing and, you know, put the song out.
And just to point out how millennial you are, at no point in your rap career or music career have you ever pressed up a CD and like physically handed it to somebody. Because there's people out there still doing that.
Actually,
right
I tried to for like one day, and I quit.
Go for it. So you tried it for one day, and then, yeah, what discouraged you?
What discouraged me? I don't know. People look at you like you're asking for like money or something. And then, you know, it just wasn't my thing. I knew I could find a quicker way, I guess.
Got you. So you politic that whole situation from doing stuff online, got involved in TikTok, which a lot of people within the culture are using now. Some people are still getting hip to it. And you said, I think I read somewhere, you created somewhere along the lines of like 100 different memes to help promote the song Old Town Road to kind of catch it on fire.
Yeah, but that was on Twitter, and then it caught on TikTok.
With the Yeehaw Challenge, right?
Yes.
So combining the worlds of country and hip hop, not necessarily something that a lot of people would think to blend together. I think, you know, like depending on how old you are, you might remember the Buttermilk Biscuits rap from Sir Mix-a-Lot. You probably never heard this before, right?
No, I don't know what that is.
You should totally Google it. Like, just for like historical reference, like Sir Mix-a-Lot had this kid named Kid Sensation, and he rapped about buttermilk biscuits, but it was like in country style. No one had done it prior to that year. It was a bizarre blend, but it didn't do as well as Old Town Road.
Dead.
I guess people wouldn't ready for buttermilk biscuit.
But according to the diabetes rates, they were, but just not musically, I guess.
Well, Lil Nas, now I read somewhere that Gucci Mane discovered you. Is that correct?
No, that's not correct.
He didn't discover you?
No,
Oh.
Gucci Mane didn't discover me. Nobody discovered me.
Yeah. So you just started rapping and started doing your thing, and there it is.
Yep, pretty much.
That's Gucci Mane.
He's going to refute that.
Yeah, I started doing it. I was promoting myself heavily on the internet, and then, you know, finally something worked for me through those couple of months.
Because it took a while for the song to come out. I mean, especially with the hip hoppers or the rappers, that they weren't really accepting it until Billy Ray Cyrus came along and touched it, and then everything just turned to platinum.
Not necessarily. Well, you know, like the song came and it started to like blow up across the internet, and then, you know, the week that it did hit #1, that's when the remix came out with Billy Ray.
Now these people, because there's a lot of remixes of the song, are these people getting paid or do they send you a check? Because I've heard more than one remix from the song. So how does that work?
You know, we make sure everybody gets paid, and, you know, I make sure I get my percentage. Everybody gets their, you know, pay from everything. Yeah.
Now, Lil Nas X, there's something that is nightmare fuel sometimes as an artist making a song. Like, so you bought the beat for $30 on the internet. You had no idea at the time that it sampled, I think it was like 9 Inch Nails.
Yes.
And for a second, it was like a rumor, like, oh man, he might not make no money off this record because if 9 Inch Nails sues, is everything cool with that? Is every like?
No, they're actually suing me. I just playing. Everything was good. It was my fear too, but it worked out.
Word. And to see how you guys have both aided and abetted each other in each other's worlds. Because, I mean, at the time, Billy Ray Cyrus wasn't on fire, respected within the country music world, but he used his clout to bring you into his world. I never thought in 1,000 years I would ever see Billy Ray Cyrus at the BET Awards. You helped make that happen.
Yeah, it was a great moment too. Like everybody was there just like singing along and stuff. It was dope. Yeah.
What's next? Like a buddy cop movie? I could totally see that. Like a Western, like Blazing Saddles, 2020, 2021.
Probably it's either a Netflix movie or something.
Speaking of Billy Ray Cyrus, do you and Miley ever hang out or shop or just do things in Beverly Hills?
No, we have like I guess like we've met up a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Like we performed together. Yeah, she's dope though. The entire family is very cool.
Yeah, we talk about her a lot on Dish Nation. We love her. She's, I think, pansexual. Is that her new thing?
I think that's what she's running with right now.
Yeah.
To the untrained eye, people would think it has something to do with having sex with pottery, but no, it's just like she's willing to try anything. So good for her. One thing that typically you don't hear about rappers, right? Especially people that are coming from the state of Georgia, like, such from Atlanta. Arguably, you're probably the most famous person to ever come out of Lithia Springs. Am I correct?
Possibly. I hope so.
Like, what school did you go to?
I went to Lithia Springs High School. I went to Pebblebrook too, like for a couple of months before I went there. You know what Pebblebrook is?
Yo, my son almost went to Pebblebrook, but I made him take a different test so he can go to Campbell.
Campbell?
Yeah, I got him in the IB program. Shout out to the Fulton Industrial Gang, though.
Yeah, I used to live there too.
Very Lithia Springs. It's a weird area, like not necessarily the most rapped about area. So like to people who have never been, who only know Atlanta for being the circle, who only know Magic City and stuff like that, explain what Lithia Springs is like to the rest of the world.
Lithia Springs is I guess it's like a less fast moving version of Atlanta, but that's right next to the city.
It's like Buckhead?
No.
Oh,
It's almost like an old town road, like weird truck stops, burnt down strip clubs, lot lizards.
Oh my
if you know
God,
what those are.
It is not like that. It's like a normal city. It's like a normal city.
No, it is is it Fulton Industrial? This is
You make like it's a beat down dust town or something. Like, no, it's a regular city. It's just it's not as populated.
You got to hang in the dangerous part. That's why I go get my
parts?
Yeah, that's why I go get my gas. It's cheaper.
I mean, because there's parts of Atlanta like that, like in the city. So, it's everywhere. But yeah.
So a year ago, you were still here in Atlanta. Now you're in LA.
Yeah, a year ago I was literally at my sister's house.
Really?
In Atlanta. Yeah.
Is she in Lithia Springs?
No, my sister lives like in the city, like on Camilton Road maybe.
They're gonna try to track her down. Don't just leave it there. I know it's a big street.
Apartment 28,
So when you fast forward your life from where it was a year ago to where it's at now,
yes.
could you ever picture this in 1,000 years?
Definitely. I mean, it was from the moment like I hit my 5th song, it was like my vision to be, like someone big in the industry, doing something huge, I guess. I knew what it was going to be. But I definitely saw it, and, I worked for it like every night, just seeing the vision, and anytime I wasn't doing something to further myself, like seeing it like go away. So, yeah.
So when your first big check comes in,
Mm-hmm.
what is the most outlandish thing that Lil Nas X buys?
The most outlandish thing. Honestly, like I still haven't bought anything crazy, I guess. I just got a new phone. That was all,
Really?
Does Lil Nas X have like the iPhone X? It just seems like it seemed like they would give
I
it
do
to
now.
you, right?
I do now.
And you had to pay for it with your own money?
Yeah, they may give me the next one for free though, right?
Yeah, that's what they saying.
Like what's like the flyest free thing you got because you are Lil Nas X? Because the odd part is like the
free
richer you
thing.
are, the more free things you get that cost a lot of money.
Oh no, I got a lot of free stuff. I don't think nothing's been like too crazy though. It probably has. It's just so much stuff happening. I I can't keep up.
Do you trust your management?
I trust my management.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I trust him.
You trust?
Which out of everybody in the room, which one's the management?
Him.
Oh.
Going on. What's your last name?
They only take like 90% of my money. I just
That sounds about right.
Just playing.
Yeah, you're joking, honey. We'll be reading about you.
Some of this will end up on Unsung.
Thank you.
Give it long enough.
Lil Nas X.
But if you was to map out your next 10 years of your life, though, like far as it relates to just all things that you're trying to get into, like, you know, where does it go?
Where does it go? It goes like somewhere that we can't even imagine right now, just as we could not imagine last year. But, you know, I'm just going to keep doing whatever I have to do to make it to whatever is the next phase, step, finding a different way to top myself in certain areas. You know, just always moving forward. I don't like giving a set up where I'm going to be, because I feel like that limits where I can be, because that's only where I'm allowing myself to go. So, yeah. The highest I can go, pretty much.
Like your first mainstream video had Chris Rock in it. Yeah. Then the next video you do, Panini, which is actually dope, by the way.
So,
Yo, bro, so when you talk about like green screen and just tech stuff in a video, a lot of times I can look at videos and be like, I know how they did that. They did that. Like, I can't figure out how you did most of that stuff that's in the video.
Yeah,
and shout out to
real
Sky
hard.
Jackson for being in the video looking hella unbothered, as usual. Like, she's such a range of
killed
emotion for only like, her eyes give away more than her facial expressions do. What made you pick Sky Jackson versus like an Instagram model selling flat tummy tea?
Well, for one, it's like she's a familiar face, and you know she's like, you know, like with a lot of Disney stars, people like try to, I guess it seems like they make it hard for them to break out of that once they leave that. So I want to make, you know, I'm hoping like she gets a lot that's coming out of this, so she can move forward with her career and stuff. And yeah, she's dope. She's a dope actress, and she's the coolest little. I don't want to call her a little girl, but she's like the nicest little girl. You know, yeah.
So who are your new friends?
My new friends.
Because I mean, clearly, when you're popping at the level you're popping, you know,
Celebrity.
exactly. Your DMs start, you know, flooding.
I don't really consider like anybody's like friend. I mean, I guess I got like people who I'm acquainted with. I talk to them, you know, when we see each other, like we like what's up, but like nobody who I'm like just.
Are you friends with any of the housewives of Atlanta?
No, I'm not. Actually, I know like Nene's from there. I don't know much
They
about
from
the
your
show.
neighborhood, I think.
You're not missing a lot.
Huh?
You're not missing a lot.
Okay.
You got things to do. But so like Billy Ray Cyrus, obviously you're cool. You can like, you know, pop up at his crib and be like, yo, I'm down the street.
Yeah, me and Billy's like super cool. He got like a big farm, and it's like all these animals and ATVs and like it's just everything there is dope.
Billy Ray Cyrus grows his own weed, doesn't he?
Does he? I don't think so. He has a lot of it though. I don't think he grows it though.
Do you smoke?
Not much. I try not to.
Yeah, keep a clear head.
You know, sometimes it drives the creativity, and like creativity is abundant on your EP. Like, I was pleasantly surprised, Lil Nas X. Like,
Thank you, man. Thank you for listening. Taking out the time, you know.
Yo, I mean, it made it easy because it was short, and I always like when we can creatively reclaim musical genres that are ours. And the rock approach that you took on Bring You Down, you know, for a person who appreciates groups like Foo Fighters and things like that, kind of put me in that mind state. That's a hard body record. Like, you know, what are you coming with after Panini?
After Panini, Panini's a singer right now. I'm going to move on to Rodeo, you know, make a dope visual for that. And then, you know, I'm trying to like have by the top of this year, I'm trying to, by the top of this year, like a new single out. I'm also going to like have like little one-offers with different, you know, brands, songs. And those going to be dope too. Yeah.
Like whoever you had to turn down. Because I'm sure everybody wants to ride the wave of the guy who had the #1 record in the country for, what was it, 26 weeks?
It's probably like 19, 20.
Who's counting, right?
Yeah.
Who have you had to turn down? Like, you know,
Who have I
I'm
had
sure
to turn
somebody.
down?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I turned down a few, but you know, it's always like reasons because I have to do something else or something like that. Yeah, but I try to take most opportunities.
Like, what's the weirdest collab you got in the stash that we ain't heard yet?
Weirdest collab you got in the
Like,
stash?
is there Lil Nas X and Chuck D record sitting around somewhere?
Oh no, but it is one that's gonna be like it's gonna be like a we didn't see that coming kind of thing pretty soon. Yeah, people gonna love that though.
Got you. Now, I haven't seen 1,000 interviews on you because, like, I digest the music. But when you came up with the name Lil Nas X, a little bizarre, especially people from a certain era, myself, are like, cool, little. There's already a Nas.
Yeah.
And then there's X, which could be DMX, Malcolm X. Is he a Muslim rapper from Lithia Springs? What's going on? So what made you combine these three things to come up with that name?
What made me combine these three things? Well, as I said, like I grew up on the internet. You know, like the internet was my entire place, and you know, like Nas was like my internet alias, like since like 2011ish probably, and then you know, like on like you know, Instagram and stuff, and like random YouTube, Reddit and stuff, just like you know, like Nas the God or Nas something. And what happened was when I got around to making music, I was playing around at first, you know, because it was for Twitter. So I was like, every new rapper name starts with Lil. That'd be funny if I'm Lil Nas. So I was like, I'm Lil Nas now. And that's how I got that. And then around like my fifth song, when I was like, I want to have music be my main thing, and I was taking it more seriously, I was like, I want to add like an X on the end, and that would be for like the amount of time until I feel like I would be at like a legendary mogul kind of status, feel, you know, like that.
Okay.
Lil Nas X.
Could you ever see yourself doing a song with Nas and DMX?
Yeah, I think that'd be dope.
What would
right?
that song even sound like?
It sound like it'd be like a heavy bass, you know, Nas hopping on, rapping some knowledge, DMX barking on one time.
Not just barking.
Yeah.
DMX be killing it though.
Yo, did you happen to run into him? Because I know you popped up in
I met
Atlanta
DMX
recently
like
at the.
3 times. He's cool.
You knew who you were?
Yeah.
And he was cool?
Yeah, he's dope.
Do you have a DMX impression?
No.
Like, how does DMX approach Lil Nas X?
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh,
Yo, my little nigga, I like your song. Old Town Road is crazy.
I'm dead.
What about Nas? You ever met Nas?
I haven't met Nas yet.
So no, I think so. We were talking about you were turning down a lot of people, you know, different artists and what have you. So are there any you're in Hollywood. So now have there been any stars that you may have turned down relationship wise? Any because you're popping now, you're the hottest thing. So I know everybody want to get with Lil Nas X. So anyone in particular that we might need to know about?
No, I mean I wouldn't say that like on there. You know, it's not something I want to dig a hole into.
Oh, you don't have to dig a hole into them. Just call their name.
I'm dead. But no.
So are you happy? Are you dating?
Yeah, I am. I'm happy. Very happy.
Is it hard to date being in demand the way you are right now?
Is it hard?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, somewhat, but you know, whoever I'm with, like, they always understand like my situation, and you know, like I don't try to bring nobody into like the spotlight because it's people, you know.
If people want to get in it just because for the light.
Yeah.
So did you go back to Lithonia? Where's it?
Lithia Springs.
Lithia Springs to bring somebody back up?
You can never confuse the two. There's a big rivalry between Lithonia and Lithia Springs.
Oh.
There can only be one L.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
It would probably be impossible for you to move around the way you used to move around probably a year and a half ago, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like, even like doing like these radio interviews, like everybody's like, "Oh, you're back in Atlanta. You're back in Atlanta. Where you at?" come here, come here. And it's like, no.
We'll delay the release of this interview, so you'll be long gone by the time it runs, so no one will like harass you.
Cool.
You'll be back in LA or something. It'd be kind of cool. So, what's the biggest thing that you had to give away as Lil Nas X? And I didn't get a chance to look up your real name, but when you become Lil Nas X, what is the biggest thing you had to give away? Like, what would you trade back from a year ago? Or you're actually cool with the way everything's rolling?
I don't know, like my ability to do things in private, maybe. Like I don't know, like little stuff, but I'm fine, you know, like nothing too wild is going on.
Got you. Like now that you're in LA, is it a big production to go to Ralph's or anything like that? Or like,
Ralph's?
Yeah, it's like their version
Grocery
of Publix.
Cubics.
Oh, I haven't been there yet, actually. I think I've only been to Whole Foods.
Are you
out
doing
there.
your own shopping?
Huh?
Are you doing your own shopping?
Yeah, I do my own shopping.
He's only shopping at Whole Foods, y'all. Let's clap it up for that. Gotta make a lot.
That's the only store I know out there. Sorry.
You gotta make a lot of money to shop there exclusively.
I mean, I make a little money.
You're doing all right
Okay,
for yourself.
That's all right.
So, are you gonna be one of those people who's gonna like save your money and invest it into other things, or I don't know, you're gonna jump completely out the window and buy like a $42 million mansion in Calabasas and maybe a couple of those Kanye huts?
You know, I'm gonna recklessly spend on money, cars. I just plan on. I'm gonna definitely like invest, but also I am gonna get those things I want. You know, like I'm not going crazy. I would have been going crazy. I would have been started going crazy if I was gonna go crazy.
Now, what's your idea of going crazy? Like, you know, a convertible house?
Yeah, just like buying recklessly just because you have like going into the store and like, oh, let me cop this $5,000 jacket or something. It's like, nah, I'll borrow it, give it back to them. I just like,
Yeah. You got the Country Music Awards coming up in, what is it, like next month or this month?
Country music. What is the Country Music Awards? November?
Okay, Country Music Awards is in November.
Yes.
The Old Town Road is nominated
Yes.
for an award. Any early predictions?
I think I'm gonna win.
I believe in you. Like, there's too much momentum for you to not win. Have you started writing your victory speech already?
I haven't. I'm definitely gonna have it written by the time I get there.
That's what's up.
That's good.
I'm a fan of manifestation and putting the things that you want to happen into the universe. But one thing that I get disappointed at the fact is they don't interview the people who don't win the awards. So in the event that you don't win, can we get a I didn't win speech from you? Like a 30-second, like just freestyle, like wing it.
I wish I could have won. Things didn't go as planned, but I want to congratulate the winners. You know, they deserve it. Everything happens for a reason.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This guy has had a lot of PR training in a short amount of 12
I have
months.
had no PR training.
Who's responsible for this? You fire that man. You kept it like I could copy and paste that on the end of every UFC fight where the dude lost. Things that go as planned. I should have had the pizza. Shoot. I could have not trained, got same results. But yo, man, it's dope to see where the trajectory is going. And gotta salute you for your bravery. And you know, it's stepping out on the platform the way you did. A lot of people would have waited 10 years into their career to be like, hey, this is what my personal life is like, but you did it on your own terms, and people loved you more. That's big, man.
Yeah, it's
Nothing's
dope.
changed for you since then, right?
Not really. I mean, I'm getting, I guess, more love in a way.
Are you marching in parades?
Watching.
Marching. Are you marching in parades? They haven't called you for no parade.
No, I've been to the London one though. One in London.
Is it like, are they more wild over there? Cause, they like flip cars over and set things on fire when their team wins. So like,
It wasn't too crazy, just like people marching. I mean, some of the outfits were crazy, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's weird. Like the levels of tolerance towards certain things, it varies from country to country. Like what may be acceptable over here is like a problem over there and more of a problem in some of the Middle Eastern countries. But it's dope to see where the world is turning from. And we're all learning. Like, I'm a barbarian from the 80s. So as soon as you made your announcement, I started like listening to all the lyrics with a magnifying glass. Like when he said Wrangler on my booty, what did he mean by that? You know, but it still meant jeans. And the company's still rocking with you too, right?
Yes. Yeah, they actually sent me a shirt and a note and some other stuff after that.
Just a shirt?
It was a dope shirt though.
But you know, you put them on.
I went bought
Back
some
for the
Wranglers,
urban
man.
community.
I
All they
never
sent
wore
you was a
Wranglers.
stinking T-shirt?
No, it was a customized shirt,
It don't matter.
for
It
the
was customized.
moment.
They made it there.
It's
but
like
was
you
it
appreciate it.
rhinestones?
No.
We
it
just
wasn't
see that
rhinestones.
just
Man, you done made them a few $1 million, man, with that drive-by name drop, man. They Wrangler. For real? Like, for real.
They gave me a nice deal. We good.
Okay,
We
well, that's good then.
Like, I saw Wrangler jeans in Greenbrier Mall. You bought them back.
Yeah,
You could do for Wrangler what Run DMC did for Adidas.
yeah. I saw Porter Wagner in a pair, I think.
I'm going to go Google Porter Wagner after this. Actually, I'm going to do it. Fuck it. I'll do it later. Anyway, so Lil Nas X, man. Let's get into your new record, Panini, which has already, like, gotten, like, an absurd
Get into
million amount of views on YouTube already. This may even mess around and surpass Old Town Road.
The video will. It may not be the song, but the video will.
Now you got faith, bro. That's the
Yeah.
problem. You got the crossing. You got some faith.
I mean, it's just it move. Come on now. It's like, we got to be realistic too.
Has your YouTube emoji always been the sad cowboy, or was that
No.
only after the whole little debacle with they was trying to take your song off the charts?
No, it was there before that even happened. It was there as soon as I put the song out, pretty much. But before it was just like Sonic.
Okay, I need a black cowboy emoji now because you've really you've helped re-gentrify the Western culture,
Yeah.
and maybe a cowboy smiling with some gold teeth just to show that we've been there. So let's pop off your record. Nobody can set it off better than you.
This is Lil Nas X, and you listening to this brand new hit, Panini. Let's go.
There it is. All right, this is us coming out of the record. All right, new one right there from Lil Nas X. They call that one Panini, which has nothing to do with the sandwich.
Cause that's what I was wondering. I was gonna ask it, but I don't want to seem crazy. Was it the sandwich?
Yeah. So what was the meter behind that?
Panini is about fans who love you when you're on the come up, but then once you get there, they're not feeling you as much because you're the new mainstream popular person and it's not cool to like you. So it's just about that culture of, hey, I heard this first. I liked it. I don't like it anymore.
Interesting. And you feel like that's what happened to Panini as a sandwich?
No, Panini I should have kept going. Panini is a character from this show called Cartoon Network.
Oh,
Well, from the
This show
From the
on
Cartoon
Cartoon Network called Chowder. And Panini was this character who was possessive and she loved Chowder. So it's she's the fan who no longer loves you. It's like, hey Panini, don't you be a meanie, you feel me?
Okay, I'm pulling up Chowder, Cartoon Network. I got to skip past the
like
Chowder
it.
recipes on.
You need to
And
yeah, cause we can't play it here, but I can listen to it.
okay, yeah. Now 3 seasons in, it's totally a thing. Okay, I'm gonna catch up. I'm over here thinking you was rapping about your favorite sandwich, but nah, it equally made a great hit. I can't wait to see where this ride takes you, Lil Nas X. Yo, keep that same awesomeness about yourself. Don't let this
Yeah.
industry change you, man. What's the craziest thing that's happened to you since you've been famous?
The craziest thing that has happened to me. I guess Rihanna. I think she's the craziest,
She approached you.
Yeah, we met a couple times. She's we're doing something, not music together. We're doing something, so it's dope.
Does Rihanna smell like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and money?
And it smells like a goddess.
Really? A Grecian one, or just a regular goddess?
She smells like the goddess of goddesses. You know?
Like, if there was a woman who could bring you back over to the dark side, I say that in air quotes, would Rihanna be that person?
The dark side, probably. She just carries herself like, I don't know, I can't explain
So
it.
is she like Diana Ross to me? She's like that to you?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're living everybody's wildest dreams and fantasies, man. Yo, keep rising, keep shining. If people ain't following you, Lil Nas X, where do they go?
I don't know. Back to their house or something.
Just social media.
Yeah, like Twitter, like where do you want people to engage with you
I
at?
thought you were saying like if they not messing with me, like what?
No.
Follow me at Lil Nas X, LilNasX on all forms of social media.
If there was ever gonna be a black man who was gonna get a statue put up in Lithia Springs, you're the guy. Make some noise one time, Dish Nation. Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Yes.